Yeah, ladies and gentlemen, put it together for Mr. Robert Kirkman and Mr. David Albert.
Just before we sit down, I just want to acknowledge we have all the YouTube creators. Well, you can sit down. Go ahead. No, I don't even need to stand. You can stand. I want you to stand the whole time. I just want to say we have some amazing YouTube creators here that work with us in this program. So if we can just take a moment, if they would just stand up. I think we have some of them here tonight. You guys stand up. Give a round of applause. Thank you. You guys are awesome. You guys did great work.
Mr. Albert loves making people stand up.
What are you doing?
Just let me sit.
So guys, thank you so much for coming out tonight and being a part of the Fireside Chat. I know the audience is really excited to hear from you all, and I'm really excited to speak with you all tonight because what's cool about Skybound, aside from all of the wonderful titles that have come out of it, I think is that creator-first mentality that you guys are such champions for. But before we get into that, I kind of want to hear the origin story for you two, because I know that there's a really cool way that you two met initially, and so if you guys want to tell that story?
It was a few years back.
Please touch my back. I'm going to be extremely distracted by this adorable baby that's in this guy watching remotely over here. This is hilarious. And now the baby's crying. We're going to try to make this baby cry as much as possible while we're doing this.
I think the story you're talking about is...
oh, sorry, go ahead.
So I think it's about 15 years ago in Chicago Comic-Con, happened to be there looking for properties, looking for creators, and came across Robert. I think he was wearing jeans and this t-shirt. And
pretty much.
And he had a book there called Battle Pope. And I thought that was a pretty interesting, no, that's a real thing. It's called Battle Pope. Okay, you read it. Good. But it's about a cigar-chomping, whiskey-swilling pope living in a post-apocalyptic Greenwich Village. He likes to chase broads and kick ass and save the world. And I was like, that's awesome. I need to get to know this guy. And we started talking and sort of figuring out that there was interesting overlaps between what we were trying to do. And Battle Pope actually became, this is a little known fact, but it actually became the first production we worked on together. It was an animated web series we did for Spike.com, and it was the #1 show on Spike.com.
#1, baby.
#1. Until they introduced Tits of the Day, and we were dethroned.
#2.
#2. But it showed that we liked working together, and it showed that we liked producing things together. And we thought there was a great opportunity to start doing some bigger and better things as well.
So then we formed Skybound.
And Robert, for you, when David approached you, and you're there at the con and you've got your book and all of this, because I actually just listened to your WTF podcast. I don't know if any of you guys heard it, but it was a great interview. I actually listened to it when it first came out, but then I re-listened to it.
I'll try not to contradict any of it tonight.
But so, I know that you were developing a lot of different books and working independently as a creator for a long time. So when David approached you, what were your initial thoughts? Were you skeptical? Were you excited?
Well, I mean, as a producing partner, one of the things I love about David the most is that he never sugarcoats anything, and he doesn't tell me, like everybody's really nice to you in Hollywood, and Mr. Albert is not. And I consider that to be very valuable. When we're putting something together and I'm sending him outlines or working on a script or something, I get a lot of notes back, and it's every now and then it's like, yeah, just do another pass on this. This is not good. And I consider that to be one of the most valuable things, in a creative partner, just because I feel too often, when people have success and they have things going, they kind of surround themselves with people that like them and are very nice to them. And then they end up doing terrible stuff. And I don't ever want to get into a place where I'm doing terrible stuff. And I consider Mr. Albert to be a big part of that, personally, on things that we do together that I'm writing. But then as a creative partner in Skybound, as we do new things and bigger, different things, the guy's a visionary. He's got a lot of good ideas, and we seem to be very like-minded. I think we're both visionaries in that way. I'm going to compliment myself now. I have no idea what I'm saying. I think I lost track.
I'm a little, honestly, like I'm more comfortable with you saying the backhanded compliments, the open-handed compliments. I'm not sure.
That was not a backhanded compliment.
No, I know. The second part was like, it threw me a little bit, is what I'm saying.
He's also extremely handsome. Almost completely hairless. If you were to take his shirt off, you would be surprised. But smells nice too. Usually.
So did the